Hey everybody, thanks for visiting us here at ArklateXHomepage.com. I'm meteorologist Josh Marces with what will be your Saturday into Easter Sunday forecast update, and a very agreeable start to the weekend here. We did have temperatures this morning start out in the 40s, winding up in the low to mid 70s this afternoon. Pretty much just all day sunshine. Look at our time lapse from downtown Shreveport today. It does show that really not any clouds in the sky today, and likely going to continue at least through the first half of the day tomorrow, but our warming trend will continue as well. We did see those highs today in the 70s, and likely a lot of areas returning to the 80s as we move through the day tomorrow. So not too bad for a holiday weekend forecast for us. Again, we do have high pressure kind of scooting by on the coast there. You see the big upper level low bringing the rainy weather across the northeastern U.S. We have a low digging into the west as well, so that's where the trouble spots are, and we're kind of in between those two systems, which is a nice place to be, especially this time of the year. It has been a pleasant day for us. Winds a little bit lighter. They have been out of the east at about, out of the west at about 5 to 10 miles per hour, so not as windy as it was yesterday. And tomorrow we'll see the south wind return for us, and that will bring a little bit higher just as far as the wind speeds, maybe in that 8 to 12 mile per hour range, but really not too breezy for your Easter Sunday. Starting out on a nice note, so if you have evening plans tonight, we'll dip into the 60s after sunset and eventually falling into the low to mid 50s in most areas. So it sets up a very comfortable Easter morning for us. So if you're having some of those egg hunts early in the day, it should be pretty nice out there around sunrise. The temperatures in the 50s and then quickly warming through the 60s. See a look at Futurecast here as we go through the night tonight. Pretty much just a whole lot of nothing. We start out with sunshine tomorrow morning. You'll see a few upper level clouds stream through, and again, that's just in response to the south wind off the Gulf of Mexico. A little bit higher humidity, and again, our next storm system kind of digging in across the country will make its way in late this week. So out ahead of that, we'll see increasing clouds as we go Monday into Tuesday. But really, I think the next chance we'll see any rainfall likely will be late Tuesday. So again, your lows tonight across the region, low 50s across East Texas, Arkansas. Everybody should be in the upper 40s and low 50s. So if we do see any 40s, likely going to be north of Interstate 30 there. And you'll see a few 40s down across the south end of the Arklatex as well. But either way, pretty comfortable night for us. And your afternoon highs tomorrow should be in the low 80s across East Texas, Louisiana, winding up in the low 80s as well. 82 for Shreveport, Bossier, and you should reach 80 degrees in Texarkana as well. 81 for everybody across Oklahoma and southern Arkansas. So again, we're talking about our next storm system. You see the ridge of high pressure that is built in here for the time being, and out to the west there's the low that is beginning to dig in there. That's actually the one. It will carve its way across the country into South Texas by Wednesday and bring that chance of rain to the Arklatex, especially Wednesday into Thursday. We'll watch this. Anytime those lows tend to dig that far to the south, oftentimes we do see heavy rainfall. Right now, Futurecast is a GFS model showing some 2 to 3 inch amounts north of Interstate 20. So with the lakes and rivers running pretty high here, that is something that everybody along the lakes and rivers needs to keep an eye on this week. Just the rainfall projections for us, because they could go down a little bit, they could go up as well, but there's pretty good consent among the models that we are going to see at least 1 to 2 inches of rainfall here. So something we'll be watching as we move through the week. Until then, just kind of enjoy the nice pattern we have set up for Easter and early next week. Again, lows tonight in the 50s, your afternoon highs tomorrow in the low 80s. We'll keep it in the low 80s Monday. There's that chance of rain rolling in late Tuesday, and even with the rain through the middle of the week, it looks like our temperatures will stay in the 70s. As far as the severe weather threat, Storm Prediction Center does have South Texas in its severe weather outlook for day 4, which would be Wednesday. So at this point, it looks like the highest severe weather threat will stay south of the Arklatex, but just given the time of the year and how strong this system is as it moves through, I wouldn't be surprised at some point maybe to see some low-end severe weather possibilities introduced into the Arklatex here. But this storm system does not have the same dynamics or the same kind of ingredients and setup as the last 2 strong storm systems did. So that's pretty good news for us. Looks like we'll dry out as we move through the day Friday and start out next weekend with highs in the low 80s.